So hi guys, welcome back to our channel Data Do Not Lie. 2 days have been completed in the India versus England Test match, and now it looks as though England are once again ahead in this Test match, and they are doing well. Actually, India had started well, if we can say. India, of course, England won the toss and chose to bowl first, which was very surprising because normally there is also a stat which is related to this Manchester Old Trafford. The stat is that the last 11 times, whenever the team has bowled first in test matches at Old Trafford, Manchester, they have not won the test match in Old Trafford. That is the stat. But England won the toss and still chose to bowl first and gave batting to India. And I personally, I wanted India to bat first, so I didn't mind losing the toss because India were anyways batting first. And India started well actually. Once again, if you see, like India, they batted well. Yashasvi Jaiswal scored a half century. KL Rahul scored 46. Sai Sudarshan, like Karun Nair is not playing this test match, so they brought in Sai Sudarshan into this test match, and even he has scored a half century now. So we don't know whether it's going to be end of the road for Karun Nair or maybe we don't know whether he's going to get chance going
Yeah,
forward. But I think, yeah,
actually, a photo also surfaced on internet where Karun Nair was in tears and KL Rahul was consoling him. So maybe he's thinking about retirement. Uh,
yeah,
but,
so
but
early,
huh?
just 30, he's still only 33. You can still give him chances, right?
Definitely, and it's really very rude on part of KL, Karun Nair, because you gave him he came after such a great domestic season and then six chances. Obviously, he failed. I'll not defend him, but obviously he deserved at least entire series. Because if you see right now, Shubman Gill is also started failing. The moment the pitch has changed, his all double big daddy hundreds are
Yeah.
gone in the pocket.
But
So
he has already scored 600 runs in this
because
series in the
because
first.
because he because the situation was that in those innings every team was scoring runs, like even India scored 700 runs, everybody was getting runs. But if you are judging a player on the basis of performance on England tour, you got to be then following the same trend in the upcoming series. Let's see for that. Yeah.
Yeah, but a very good half century for Sai Sudarshan, and I think Sai Sudarshan has now sealed his place in the team
How
for at
can you
least.
say that? How can you say that? How like sealed his place, just a innings. He gifted his wicket. That wasn't a very good shot. He got 61. He could have scored 100. And just one innings, I don't guess anybody can seal the spot. Still, so many like
Yeah, but Karun Nair was not even able to score this half century, right? Sai
why
Sudarshan
why
has
we
scored.
why we cannot try Abhimanyu Ishwaran then?
Yeah,
What
yeah, that
what
is a.
wrong has he done?
But I saw somewhere that Abhimanyu Ishwaran, like in first class cricket itself, he's struggling a little bit nowadays.
And
He's not.
about Sai Sudarshan's first class stat, I would like to know what has he done to deserve this place. Chalo, anyhow, we
But
get
IPL he performed well, yeah. But nowadays selection is being done based on IPL.
hmm,
Some selections are done being based on IPL, so we can't do anything about that. But a good half century actually by Sai Sudarshan. Like he grinded, like one
hmm.
he played 151 balls he faced and he scored 61 runs. So we need to give him credit for that. And after that, I think Rishabh Pant got injured at the wrong time. Already he had an injury in his hand. Then that LBW, that ball hit him on his toe. I think blood came in his toe and he had to go off. But then still he came out. It shows how mentally strong he is. Still he came out yesterday and he batted and he scored a half century. He scored 54. But again, is it that lower order? Shardul Thakur performed well. He scored 41. But again, that lower order like Anshul Kamboj, Bumrah, Siraj, they are not able to hang around and bat. That is becoming a huge problem. But yeah, until Washington Sundar, I think everyone have performed well with the bat. So India got bowled out for 358. Again, like Ben Stokes, like I think Ben Stokes has become a proper bowler now in this series. Like he's become
Hmm.
picking up too many wickets these days.
He picked the
Another,
final after 8 years.
yeah, 5 wicket haul for Ben Stokes and 3 wickets for Jofra Archer. So yeah, it was a good batting performance by India. But coming to England's innings, I don't know what happened to India's bowlers once again. This has become a problem in this series now. Whenever the bowling is doing well, the batting is not doing well. When the batting is doing well, the bowling is not doing well. Why is this the case with Team India?
Yeah, actually, see, you said that first, let me come to your point that you said that Anshul Kamboj, Bumrah, and Siraj didn't perform. My thing is Jaiswal, Rahul, Sudarshan. Let's not talk about Pant. All the three of them got a very good start, but the way they got out, I don't like. I guess they should. One of them should have scored a very big 100, and then India could have been in the chase. Because if you see the first session, you said that why England chose to bowling. If you saw the first session, Yashasvi Jaiswal was really very lucky. I guess like he was beaten like around 50 times of his edge. Like Jofra Archer and Chris Wokes were bowling really well. They were just not lucky that they got the wicket. But once they have got ahead of that bowling attack, they should have gone to score at least 100. And then coming on to yes, Pant got injured. Very very unfortunate. He was again trying that
Yeah.
revenge sweep.
And now the news is suggesting that for the next test match, maybe Ishan Kishan might
No, Ishan Kishan
uh,
has informed that he is not fit, so they are talking. They have their talks going on
Jagdish
in Jagdishwaran. Yeah,
Jagadishan. Yeah,
Jagdish.
I don't remember him when he last played for India, whether he played for India at all. I only remember him seeing he played a few IPL matches that I know. But apart from that, I've never seen him playing for India and all. But I think he's going to
But
get
again,
an. But when they're already having Dhruv Jurel, right? Why are they taking new
no,
players
backup
like this?
as a backup keeper, you got to have two keepers. Obviously, Dhruv Jurel will play, and Rishabh Pant will be out for 6 weeks, I guess, as per the news that came on Twitter. But
Yeah.
again, my question is, you are playing Washington Sundar. He's scoring 27 runs. Why can't you get a wicket taker? Now you are missing Kuldeep Yadav when England batters are thrashing you, and
No. My only question actually, my only question, like before the series started, when Gautam Gambhir he picked Harshit Rana over Anshul Kamboj, then people were talking about like Anshul Kamboj, he performed so well in domestic cricket. Why is he getting sidelined? KKR quota, that's why they are bringing in Harshit Rana. Like that, people were talking. Now Anshul Kamboj has come back into the team. He is playing in the 11. Now we are
No,
criticizing
no.
Anshul.
Obviously, the question
So,
was why was Harshit Rana in 15? You cannot play Anshul Kamboj in the 11 all of a sudden. Okay, go with Anshul Kamboj. I'm not criticizing Anshul Kamboj. That's a very good decision. You got to have that backup bowlers being developed. But why you are not playing Kuldeep Yadav? What wrong has he done, or what strategy are you following? Now, if you see, I'll tell you. England are just 133 runs short and they have nine top class batters left. They have a batting till
yeah.
11. I'm telling you this.
I mean,
And
I won't say Archer. Archer is not a top class batter, but he can contribute 30 to 40 runs definitely. That capability is having.
okay, let's leave Archer. But if you see till Bryden Cars is batting at number 10. And even Ben Duckett, he gifted his wicket. It was not a wicket taking delivery.
Yeah.
It was a very, very bad short pitched outside off stump ball. He just gave the wicket. And I don't know. And another thing which I noticed that Shubman Gill's captaincy with Shardul Thakur, why is he not giving him that long spells from one end? 2 over spell,
Yeah.
3 over spell. He himself
Again,
said that. He himself said that it is difficult to come in a rhythm if you are bowling only 3 over spell or 2 over spell. You got to give him, you got to trust him. You are playing him as a fourth bowler. You got to trust him. You got to give him chances. I don't know what kind of strategy is this.
yeah, that's true. Actually, even in the first test match, also Shardul Thakur was underutilized. And now again, if you see, he has bowled only 5 overs, but he was expensive in
No,
those 5 overs.
obviously, it is difficult coming against those batters, Duckett and Crawley, to bowl just 2 over spell and then 3 over spell. Because if you see, even all the bowlers are going, other than Jasprit Bumrah, have been expensive. Even Siraj got for runs. Anshul Kamboj went for runs. It was
I
only
think.
the, huh?
I think now how England. I think England batters have now figured out that if they play out Bumrah, they can go after other bowlers.
And whatever the economy is right now that of Kamboj and Siraj, that is 4.8 and 5.8, it would have been very bad only because it was the later part of the day, and Root and Pope were playing a bit too cautiously. Otherwise, again, I guess today, again, I guess Oli Pope will go for them. And I said either of the top three will score runs, and see Crawley, Duckett have already
Yeah.
scored. and let's see Oli pop. Because
I
this,
think this is where I think this is where India are missing Akash Deep and Nitish Kumar Reddy, because both of them were doing well actually. With bowling wise, they were doing well. If you see Nitish Kumar Reddy, he dismissed Zach Crawley twice in the previous match in Lords, and Akash Deep was also doing well.
yeah, but again, I'll say that okay, injuries, you cannot stop injuries, but if you have Shardul Thakur, he's a very, very wicket taking ability he has. He gets wicket on very bad balls, even he has a knack of that getting wickets. But you got to trust him, yeah. I don't know what's wrong with Gill, or maybe Gambhir's mentorship. I don't know. Uh,
Yeah, and also why Washington Sundar didn't bowl any over yesterday? That is also another question.
I don't know. Yeah, that's what. And again, if you see Jasprit Bumrah bowled 13 overs. They could have gone with 5 overs given to Washington Sundar. Maybe Shardul Thakur could have bowled 3 or 4 overs. And then they'll talk about workload management, workload management. I don't know. And just
Yeah, no. Uh, Washington Sundar, he has picked up 4 wickets in the previous match in the second innings. So when you have a bowler like that, you need to give him also overs, right? Just
and
imagine
obviously
like
he is playing as a bowler. He's your fifth, maybe fifth or sixth bowler. He's so he should have got overs. And actually, how many overs? 13, 23, 33, around 40 overs, 42 overs they bowled, and not a single over to Washington Sundar. That's quite questionable. And even the fielding positions, they were not going for wickets. If you see, Shubman Gill wasn't going. He was just expecting for something. He was playing that waiting game on itself in the very starting part of the inning. So a very defensive kind of captaincy, and it reminds me of MS Dhoni's era in test.
yeah,
I'll not say in one days in test. Even MS Dhoni's captaincy, I can see quite a bit of similarity between Gill and Dhoni's captaincy, where they go on too much defensive, where you will have 5 boundary riders, no catching position. So that's not going in, that's not doing any harm to the opposition.
yeah, definitely. Actually, no, like I had some high hopes actually, like because India won a test match at Edgbaston. I thought maybe they can win at Old Trafford also this time, but now the chances are looking very, very small actually.
We need a
And
miracle to happen. Like we need a miracle to happen, then only we are in the game. Otherwise, the game will be over once England gets 200 or maybe 250 lead. The game is over.
yeah,
There,
I even they have a chance of winning by an innings actually. So yeah, very tough to set an it. They are chasing 371 itself in the fourth innings, and
and
then
if you see the deficit is just 133. So maybe another 60-70 run partnership, and then Indians will be like out of the game, I guess.
yeah, definitely. Actually, like that is the disappointing thing. Like now, if we rewind back to the previous Test match at Lords, the bowling did very well. It was the batting which couldn't chase down 193 and win the match. And in this match, batting has scored 358. Again, the bowling is not contributing. Now, why is it that either one of the departments have to compulsorily they have to fail or what? I don't know why is that happening.
No,
When the
actually,
batting is
see, see,
well, the
see,
bowling
see.
is not doing well.
I'll tell you, Indian batting performed well only on batting friendly pitches as a unit. If you see, obviously,
No,
there were
like
few exceptions.
the only innings in which India have been bundled out under 200 is that Lord's fourth innings in this entire series so far.
So obviously the pitches of the first two test matches were very flat track. I'll tell you. Even in the first innings of Lords, Lords has a like history that it supports the batters. Only in the third, fourth day it starts challenging the batters. And this pitch also, I don't guess it's very difficult because KL Rahul himself said that it's the best batting pitch. Obviously, it's just the kind of time of they couldn't like capitalize because all the top three got very, very good start if you see. But again, I don't know what happened to this batting because here, if they would have scored around 450 or maybe 500, then they would have been in the game. The way English batters came and thrashed the bowling of India, like no bowler could have done anything. Even Bumrah was going for runs. It was only when
Yeah,
two wickets fell when things like came in control. But still, I see if you see the run rate of England, they are batting with around a net run rate of around 4.5, greater than 4.5.
4.89. 4.89.
4.89, so it's very close to 5. And on the other hand, if you see Indian batters, they were playing with a net run rate less than 3. So that's where like English batters take the game very far away. But again, let's hope if they can get 2 or 3 wickets maybe in the first session. But it's very difficult with Joe Root at one end. So the
Yeah, Joe Rogan and it's very difficult with all 11 players of England can bat, right? So you just cannot relax.
and
One
just
batter came away.
And
Yeah,
just like in Ben Stokes, I can see some devil has awakened up. Like the way he's approaching the game, the way he's bowling, the way he's batting, and I guess even he can score a big 100, maybe a 100 only in this innings, in this match. So I'm expecting this to happen, and then it will be very difficult for Indians to come back in the game.
yeah, definitely, definitely, and that is the disappointing thing actually. Like we are doing so much hard work. We should have won the series by now, but like I don't know, is it luck or is it that those crunch situations in which India are not playing well? What is the reason why? Actually, India played very good cricket in this Test series, but the score line is not showing that.
No, that's correct. But I'll say that England have also like they were in very advantageous positions at some point. I'll give you with an example. Like imagine Ben Duckett was playing very well at around 94. What kind of shot was that? So if
Yeah,
even I see that England gifts at times the situations to India in just their ego. If they start like playing a bit more calmly and applying some of their minds, then they could defeat India. Like I guess five, it would have been 5-0 because the moment England gets in advantageous position, they start taking things lightly. So that's what
yeah,
I have noticed. I don't know whether it is correct or not. But yes, Indian test team needs to work a lot because another defeat is just loading. I don't know whether rain gods or maybe some miracle can happen. But Indian test team is right now in shambles. We can say it's a very young team. But again, you need to work on that because like this, you cannot defeat Australia with this team. You cannot. You England are showing this. Even I guess South Africa at
yeah.
near
South Africa will be coming here. Yeah,
that will be also a very difficult test series. I don't know. West
and then
Indies
India
could be an
go to
easy
New
thing.
Zealand also. India
Uh,
have to go to New Zealand and play.
that will also be a very difficult. In New Zealand is I guess the toughest place to
Yeah,
bat. Same bounce, everything is there. So tough roads ahead.
yeah.
Let's see.
Even there also, even in New Zealand also, I guess India haven't won a Test series. 2009 they
I
won.
remember
Remember?
one test match at Auckland where they win. I don't remember whether they won a series or not. But
And
winning is
I don't think India have got many opportunities to tour New Zealand also.
hmm.
2014 they went. I remember that one series where Brendan McCullum scored a triple century and took the series away. I remember that series. And then 2020 I saw that series also. So only 2 or 3 times India have gone to New Zealand in the last
Yeah,
decade itself.
and also with the team, I guess players are not feeling secure here. One match, one maybe uh, a bit of not good in form. If you're not good in form, you are being dropped out. There is no assurance from the captain. There is no assurance from the coach. And that's it. Like Nitish Kumar Reddy was first not, then Shardul Thakur came, then injury came. Kuldeep Yadav is still sitting outside. Karun Nair being dropped. Karun Nair being batting at number six at times. And yes, and while analyzing Karun Nair's 6 innings, we should also remember the fact that out of it, I guess 2 times he has batted at number six, maybe.
Number 6, yeah, first
That's
test
not
match was.
his. That's not his favorite position. So you got to take that, and that's very I'll say foolish of Gautam Gambhir and Shubman Gill if they are moving ahead of Karun Nair so frequently. Because I remember when Virat Kohli was in the team, news were going on that Virat Kohli was the one who dropped Karun Nair. Virat Kohli was responsible for dropping Karun Nair. He was such a great. And now what happens? What wrong has he done that you are dropping it? So I guess karma is a cycle and it's coming again to haunt them.
Yeah, no, but Karun Nair also, if you see, like apart from that triple century which he scored in that 2016, he scored the triple century.
Definitely, I
Apart from
agree to
that
you.
triple century, he has not even scored a single half century.
I
Apart from
agree
that,
to the fact. I agree to the fact that dropping Karun Nair at that time was the best decision which they took because even Karun Nair would have if Karun Nair would have wanted to bat at three in which play like whose place would you have batted? Cheteshwar Pujara was there. Then
Yeah,
Shubman Gill was there. So
Rahman.
you got to see the combination also. But right now, you tell me who is the number three present. You just on the basis of IPL performance, you have taken Sai Sudarshan and what hype you created for Karun Nair that he has scored runs in domestic and obviously he scored. Then even against England Lions, which the match which they played, he scored a century.
Yeah, scored century. Yeah.
And out of these 6 innings, two times he didn't bat at number three. And one of the dismissal I remember where Root took a ripper, like that was a very difficult catch. So you got to take these things, and he's at that age where I guess now comeback will not be very easy for him.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, like he's 33 now, so he still has some years left, and maybe you can give him one chance in the home test series and see
That's
how
my
it.
point is that's my point is he should be tried in home series and then you can analyze because he has scored tons and lots of runs in this domestic season. So you cannot just take a player to England and ask him to score big hundreds. That's not correct.
Yeah, definitely. But talking about comebacks, on the other hand, we saw Karun Nair getting a second chance. For England, if you see, Liam Dawson is getting his second chance. He's also like 8 years ago, he played a test match and now he's made his return to test cricket this time around. So, cricket has given a second chance to Liam Dawson also. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Because being a spinner in Sena countries is very difficult thing because you don't get those kinds of pitches. You wait for those Asian tours to come to prove your point, and then even Dawson, I remember like his last wicket was Hashim Amla 7, 8 years back. He got Hashim Amla out. But again,
Yeah.
that's very difficult, but very good that he got that chance and he got, I guess, Yashasvi Jaiswal. No, KL
Yeah,
Yashasvi Jaiswal.
Yashasvi Jaiswal.
He got out, and that's very good. Let's see what he can do in batting.
Yeah, definitely, actually. But again, like it's looking like as though like England are ahead in this test match, and yeah, if they take the first innings lead, I guess India haven't conceded the first innings lead in any of the first three matches so far, and it is looking as though India might concede the first innings lead in this test match. In third test match, if you remember, scores were level in the first
Hmm.
innings. So even after performing so well in the first three matches, England are 1-2 down, and that is what is disappointing actually.
Yeah.
But as you said, I think, Shubman Gill's captaincy also like he's a new captain, and straight away captaining in an England tour like this is never easy. And I've always been feeling like this, like England are home track bullies. Do you agree or not? Outside of home, they always lose.
You can say this to every, like even India are home track bully. Outside India, where they win.
No,
They
at least
don't-
India won in Australia twice, right? BGT.
That's it.
England,
Other than that, I guess they haven't won much because obviously you train for your home conditions only. You get those conditions, home support, the weather, the climate, all those time zones things also affect you. So maybe, but England have actually changed the brand of cricket. And I feel at times so much scared that they are so much ahead, and out of their foolishness, England will lose few wickets and they come at level. Because again, when
yeah,
wicket wasn't coming from any side. Crawley got out, and then when Duckett got out, and even Oli Pope was looking very tentative. He just escaped. I guess Jadeja would have got him, but again, it was luckier.
yeah.
Hmm.
No, like why I am saying about England is like even Australia have not won a test series in England in a long time. And if you see in the previous WTC cycle, England did not lose a home test series. They lost everything away from home. Like they lost to Pakistan in Pakistan, if you remember, in the previous WTC cycle. They lost, of course, they came to India and they lost here. In New Zealand also they lost one test match. But in home they won everything. They lost one test match to Sri Lanka, I remember. Two test matches they lost to Australia at home. So even without losing a home test series, still because of their poor performance away from home, they are not able to make it through to the WTC
No,
final.
actually, obviously their away record was not very good, but also they lost many points on for that over rate thing. Many points they lost. Around 50 points, I guess they lost. So if they would have like scored those points, they could have been in at least top four, I guess. And that point gap, I don't remember the exact figure, but that was too much. So
Yeah,
let's
and Even in this test series at Lords, they lost 10 points.
I guess
The
they
slow.
aren't playing for that WTC thing. They just want to enjoy their test match. They just want to prove a point.
How many points did they lose in Lords actually for the slow over, right? 5
I
points or
don't
10 points?
remember. I don't actually remember those. That start.
I have the link actually.
Hmm. You can check it.
Now, if you have the link, you can check now. Let's do
Don't
it.
know actually. It will be displayed afterwards. I don't know.
1 minute, I'll just check it.
And then we can wrap this up.
I don't know actually, the link is missing, but yeah,
Don't
the
worry.
England were docked. I think they lost 5 points. I think for slower rate, and
Hmm.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure of the
Two
number.
points.
How
2 points.
many? Huh?
2 points.
Oh, they lost 2 points. Okay, yeah. They lost 2 points. So because of that, Sri Lanka came to second place and England went to third place, even after winning at Lords in this cycle.
Hmm.
So already they have started, as you are saying, they are losing so many points on slow over rates. Already in this cycle also they have started to lose points like that. So it's very important for England to maintain their over rates
Yeah.
to
I
give
guess.
themselves a good chance of qualifying. So
Yeah.
yeah, but England are looking ahead now. They are looking like they're going to get the first innings lead. So what do you think India? How do you think India should proceed from here now? What do you think India should do? Like how can they
Well,
bowl England
good
out?
in like one end should be like from one end you should bowl Shardul Thakur Jadeja and ask them to control the runs, and then from other end with Siraj and Bumrah you can attack for the go for the wickets. Because runs you need to stop runs first because they are
No,
too.
but what if Shardul Thakur is? What if Shardul Thakur gives more runs? Like what if
You
he's
got to you
expensive?
got to give him that feed. You got to ask him ball in that offside channel. You got to give him those boundary riders. You got to give him that slip third man so that even if that ball flies off, and ask him to avoid those leg off the on the leg stump line. You got ask like avoid that because too many boundaries were on scored by Duckett on leg side on the pads. Ball was like trailing on the pads and they were scoring too many runs. Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess we can
definitely.
now wrap this up because time is
Yeah,
running.
yeah, definitely. So yeah, the let's see whether, as you said, let's hope that Shardul Thakur gets more overs today, and Washington Sundar also should be given bowling by Shubman Gill. Like Washington Sundar hasn't bowled a single over, so he should also bowl, and maybe all we can hope is a few early wickets today at the start of the day can help India to come back into this test match. So on that note, we come to the end of the review of the day two between this test match between India and England. We'll be back again tomorrow to do the review for day three of the this test match between India and England. Hopefully, let's hope that India can bowl out England as soon as possible because a huge first innings lead will favor England, and you don't want that. So early wickets are a must today. So let's hope for the best. So we'll be back again tomorrow. Until then, please like, share, subscribe to our channel Data Do Not Lie. Post your comments in the comment section. We'll be back again. Cheers, guys.